Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome once again to Ziff Media. Yes, so we are here again. Thank you everyone. Thank you. For those who share my video, for those who like, for those who comment, thank you so much. I so much enjoy that. Yes, I appreciate all you have done. Thank you. Yes, so let's commit today into the Lord's hand. Almighty God the Father, we worship you, we give you glory, we give you honor, we give you all adoration. We thank you for who you are. Take control, oh Lord, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Thank you everyone, for everyone that has been joining ever since. I want to say a big thank you. It can only be you, it can only be God who is using you mightily. Thank you everyone for joining me each and every time that you come out to support in your own little way. I want to say a big thank you. Yes, so you deserve it all. You deserve it. So before we ride on today, how many more days to go on the 19th? We have 10 more days before the election. We have 10 more days before the election. Wow, time is really flying, Time is really flying. Then we will know who will be ruling in our state. Hey, Moreziayo. Ire wọlé wá. Mo gba lẹ́tà kan. Those who know me know that's my favorite song. Yes, I want to say thank you to each and every one of us who has been following us in this struggle, in this campaign struggle. I want to say a big thank you. I appreciate all you have been doing. This is Ziff Media once again. May the good Lord bless you as you join us. May the good Lord bless you abundantly. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Today we are talking about our state. Everybody speak for your state, to fight for yourself. If you don't fight for yourself, who is going to fight for you? That's the question. Fight for yourself. It's very important that we learn to fight for ourselves. It's very important. Please don't take it lightly. This battle is a serious one. We really need to do it the best way, the way it need to be done. Yes, we have few more days to the election. All this wala, all this trouble here, trouble there, this, that. It's almost over. It's almost over. We are getting there. It's almost over. Then we'll know who is going to be the governor of Edo State. Hey, Obaseki and Shaibu. We just pray that God, not only God will re-elect you people, but then He will put the problem, the needs, the vision, the passion of the Edo people in your heart, that you'll be able to do that which only God will ordain people like you guys to do. Because actually we need to change. We need to change from the way we used to do things before. We really need to change. 10 more days to go. 10. Hey, I can't believe my eyes that we are almost there. Yes, it's all about Edo State today. Please, you know, that election day is just one day. You know, it's just one day that you need to go out with your voter's card and do the necessary thing. You know, do what you need to do so that there will be changing in your land. Yes, so that there will be changing. Because if your land is good and is beautiful, and is a place whereby you can call home. So therefore you can only fight for it in the right way. But if you wait for someone else to fight for you, you are just faking yourself. So please go out, encourage those at home, encourage those far and near, encourage even the Edo people to come out and fight for themselves. Yes, so that people will be taking visa to come to your state too. You know, because when your state is bubbling, when it's happening, when your state is, you know, things, you know, these are the things we're supposed to be enjoying in our state. You know, we don't need to be lining up, being terrorized just to come to Western world. You know, if you cannot board a flight and come like princesses and kings and prince to Western world, please don't just come. Don't come. Don't come. Your forefathers were enslaved through the sea down to the Western world, and now you went through the same path. I mean, it really doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. So please, you don't have to take the same do or die line, like it has to be this way. No, it really doesn't have to be that way. I've seen and I've heard a lot of people who spend all they have to come to the Western world. Eventually, many of them who are wise, those who are really making it, those who really abandon something at home just to come to Obodo Yibo, just to come and claim that I've been there. You know, we are people. You know, when I say we, those who don't understand, we love traveling. I believe traveling is part of us. We are so passionate about traveling, going places, exploiting, you know. But it has come to a stage whereby people are now trying to do it. Is either do or die. Is either I survive it or I rather perish. You know, we don't have to come to that extent of like all your life depend on is to come to the Western world. Many came and they are stranded. Many came, there's nothing to write home about. Many came, you know, because somebody succeed does not mean you will succeed. Yes, that's what we're saying. Because somebody succeed does not mean you will succeed. You need to do and understand what you're doing. I mean, do it in a different way, in a way whereby those things will make greater meaning for you. So please, that is why I took it on myself that we need to make move. We need to make moves. We need to come out and talk. You know, I've heard a lot of things for just this 1 month or a month plus. I've heard a lot of things about the governor election. I've heard a lot of things about the one, the Oshomole, the Ezeyamo, about a lot of all our politicians. I've heard a lot about them. But then, you know, there's nothing I and you can do than to pray that God will touch their heart, and to pray that whosoever that come on that high or on that governorship post will be able to have the love and the listen to the cry of the masses. That's just our goal, you know, to listen to them, to do, you know, it's not all about who is coming, it's all about what that person is going to do. Yes, that is one of the reasons why many people have never done this before, decide to come out and give a voice to speak out for their state. And very soon we'll be doing something about our community. Yes, so we'll be doing something about our community, you know, by special grace of God. God will lead us there. You know, it will be there. It will be there that for those who really want to hear, those who want to listen, you know, they will be able to come online and listen. Really, you see, when something is your passion, you don't care if someone is watching. You don't care if crowd are, you know, when people are lining up or they are not, because it's just that thing in your mind. And it's like when you don't do it a day, it's like something is missing. I'm like, okay, when the election is over, my God, will I still be coming and talking about the election? Because it's just like I'm addicted to it right now. I'm addicted to it just because I could feel the pain of the people, the cry of the people, and what we actually lack and what our needs are, and how can we make the difference. You know, a lot of people think it's easy in Western world. See, the truth there is, it's not as easy as you think. It's not as easy as you think. Western world is not an easy place. If they are still paying your rent and they're still giving you change to survive, taking care of you, your health care, your children, your this, that, you're lucky. You're lucky. You're lucky that you are still enjoying those facilities. But it's high time you buckle up and try to learn how to survive on your own. Why? Because if that facility, if that enjoyment is being taken away from you, how are you going to manage? Tell me, how are you going to survive? That's one of the questions we need to be asking ourselves. For those who think all that they just want to eat all that they can lay their hands upon, you know, and for those who just want to be lazy around, let's call a spade, you know. But at home, many of us at home, you know, do you know we are so blessed in Africa? We are so blessed. Many of us, if you don't have a home, you have a home in your village. If at all you don't own anything in the city, you have a home in your village. You only know that, okay, you have a home. All you have to take care of is electricity and water bill, and maybe your day-to-day living. If you don't have a job, okay, maybe there's no way. If you want to farm, you should be able to farm. You understand? Or you at least you'll be able to live. You have a shelter to yourself. That's one thing. You surely have a shelter, you know. But here it's not like that, you know, except they are footing you, taking care of your bill. Then they are the one providing the shelter, your weekly allowance or your monthly allowance. They are the one providing many things for you. But at the end of the day, don't be surprised that you might end up having nothing. You might end up having nothing, you know. And even the weekly allowance that is being given to you is not enough for you, except you want to starve yourself so that you can have something to fall back at home. But then what can you achieve with that? Yeah, there are some people who just survive on spaghetti. There are some people who survive on only God knows what, that they buy maybe flour and make flour and just, you know, there are some people who can really starve themselves and try to survive on a very low budget, you know. And this is so crazy. And you know, but I'm just saying that even at home there is little to what you will run that race to achieve. You know, the least is that you like say, okay, now I'm not worried to buy a land or to build or to establish, but then I will live my low income way, whereby I have a room, maybe, as I said, not in the city, maybe in your father's village or where your parents came from, or where you can have a roof over your head, which is free and you don't have to pay. But definitely, if you're using the light, you have to pay for the light. And at the same time, if you're using the water, you have to pay for the water. Except you are getting the water from the well. You want to live on that. Yes, you can also survive with that, you know. But at the same time, we are not looking towards that angle anymore. We are looking towards, okay, let's be useful to ourselves. Let our youth be productive. That is one of our focus. We want our youth to be productive. We want our youth to be able to pass out of their exam and be able to fit in into the society, fit in into establishment, fit in into any area they so choose to want to work. And that is why I pick interest in coming out and speaking for whatsoever interest many of us decide to come out for. But then you know yourself, you know the reason why you choose to come out and fight for those who don't have a voice. You know, it's not like you have that big voice, but then a little bit of it also goes a long way. So please, it's time for us to come out and start voting. It's time for us to come out and start passing the information around for our people that really need to know what is going on. Yes, that is for my election for this hour. So we are back to Titi and Bola. So today we just want to quickly take a roundup. I guess we should be rounding up, but then I like, okay, let me just put this out there, you know. So at a point, Titi now Titi now took after the divorce with Titi, while she was still stay with her Oyibo and all those stuff, and you know, so at a stage Titi moved out. So when Titi moved out, you remember in the beginning of the story, when Titi dad told Titi about what really happened, you know, that there was no money for Titi, that if she's coming home with her child, because she had a child, that she should make sure that she comes with money and the pass and the document that will take her back, so that she won't be stranded in Africa, that she should come back with things that she will need to survive with her child. And you know, so all this time while Titi was stranded the very first time, the child was in Africa, and Titi could barely eat. She could barely take care of herself, and she could barely take care of her child. So the second time that Titi got stranded again, she can only send things to the village where her child is with her mom. So she can only send things home. She left her child with her mom. She was sending things home whenever she has some change with her, that they should use this, and the parents keep on asking the child want to pay school fees. You know, why Titi was in abroad, she was taking care of the parent, and why she becomes stranded in Africa, the parents still expect her that she should at least be taking care of her child if she cannot afford to take care of her mom anymore. So at a stage, Titi was like, okay, please, you people should stop asking me money, because I can't even take care of myself. You know, I can't even take care of myself, talk less to take care of this child. That the child was going to private school, but then at a stage Titi told the parents that please take this child away from private school, put the child in government school, where you don't have to be worrying about her school fees or this or that, you know. But Titi really don't know how they end up. It's like maybe they tried, and though the school fees of the child wasn't that much, but you know, they just enjoyed that this is your child, start taking care of your child, and right now they cannot afford it, you know those kind of things. But at the same time, after a while, Titi now moved away from the Oyibo man. She hustled, then she now left that country, moved to another country, but still in Europe. So while she was there, at a stage, she now told her sister that the child would like to be, no, you know, at a stage, Titi children were also in the village. You know, I took that part out. Something happened to something happened to Bola. Bola children were also in the village, because at a stage Bola husband divorced her. You know, when Titi came from abroad, Bola took Titi from the airport to her husband's house, where they begged Titi and told Titi that there's nowhere that she has not been to make sure they block her from coming to Africa. You know, then it was in Bola's husband's house. So the second time that Titi will come back, Bola had problem with her husband, and she was kicked out with 4 kids, you know. So at a stage, because the responsibility of a single mother with 4 kids was too much, so the children were staying with Bola parent. So it got to a stage when the children were relocating back to Lagos. The Titi daughter now decide to come with them to Lagos. So they were in Lagos. So until Titi now Bola now trying to help Titi just to look after the child while Titi sent changes down. So within this period of time that Titi came home already, Bola and the husband was no more together. So Titi child was separated and was taken to Titi parents, you know. So Bola kept her own children, but then after the second time that Titi went back, Bola now called Titi. She now told Titi that she's in need of money, that if Titi can help her with some amount. Titi said she doesn't have money and she's not working right now because she has moved away from where the country she used to stay. She moved to another country to, you know, she relocated, try to survive. Maybe she will have a new document in that country. And Titi now said she doesn't have money, that the only thing she have with her, you know. Meanwhile, actually, Titi did not have that credit card that I want to talk about now. But she didn't want Bola to know that she doesn't have anything like she used to before, you know, while she was sending vehicles, saying this. So she now lied to Bola that Bola now says she needs some money, that she will pay Titi back if Titi can please lend her some amount. Then Titi said, okay, like how much are you talking about? Then Bola said like about 700 euro, you know. Then Titi now said, I don't have such amount with me, but because I'm just trying to survive in this new country, but I don't have that such amount with me, but at least I'm managing with my partner, with our credit card, you know. Before they will collect it, we'll make sure we'll put it in back again, you know. Credit card is a thing that they deduct every end of the month. That was what she was surviving with her partner. Then Titi said, please, if you can borrow me money from that credit card, I wouldn't mind. Then Bola asked Titi that if Titi can borrow her money from that credit card, she wouldn't mind. Then Titi now said, how am I going to borrow you 700 euro? Credit card is just 1,000 credit that she has. That you know, and it was really a lie. It wasn't. That was a lie. That she just lied. That it was 1,000 euro. But Bola now requested for 700. Then Titi said, okay, now if I end up borrowing you that money, you know, by the time I will return the money, they will pay some amount. So definitely it's not 700 you have to pay back. It's about 700 and something. Bola said, yes, please borrow me, I will give you back. Then Titi said, what actually do you need this money for? She said, yes, this school that her son is going is very expensive and she need to pay the school fees. She's looking for money. Then Titi now said, okay, how much is your child's school fees? He now told, okay, it's roughly about that 700 euro. Then Titi said, okay, but the thing is that she cannot borrow you this money because she is not working. In case you didn't send that money, how is she going to pay that money back? She will be in problem here, and you will be, you know, that she's sorry. So Bola fled. You know, Bola flare up, you know. So when Bola flare up, it was like, how much is the money? At least I promise I will pay back. Then Titi said, no, there's nothing like you promise. Will I go and tell them that you promise? You know. So from there, Bola now, Titi now hang up the phone. They started having quarrel just because Titi could not borrow Bola 700 euro, you know. So when Titi now dropped the phone, her partner now said, what is that the two of you are arguing about? Then Titi now narrated the story to her partner that because they were speaking Yoruba, the partner really don't understand Yoruba that much. She now narrated everything to the partner. Then the partner said, do you have credit card? He said, you know I don't have now. But why do you not tell her that? Is it credit card that you are managing? He said, hey, but what do you want me to tell her? I just want to lie to her so that she can leave me alone, that I don't have money, I only have credit card and I'm only managing with this credit card. But he said, okay, when you tell her that you're only managing with the credit card, then why did she intend to ask you for money again? But Titi said, I don't know. I thought if I tell her that I'm only managing with the credit card, she will leave me alone, that I don't have cash. He said, so that is where you should know that these your siblings, she's not a good person. So now, if you really have a credit card and you withdraw 700 out of 1,000, you have 300 left, and you now send it to somebody to pay their son's school fees in Africa, that if she knows she cannot afford it, why is she putting her son in a expensive school, expecting to borrow money here from here and pay for the son's school fees? Then the Titi partner was like trying to throw light into the issue that your sister she's really wicked, that she expects you to borrow the money and send to her. She will use the money to solve her own problem. By the time you start calling her, she won't pick your call again, and you will be in a mess here trying to look for money to pay, and you don't have a job. That you really need to rethink this your so-called sister. Then Titi was like, wow, this is a good illustration that in fact it was really clear, and it makes sense, you know, that why would Bola even ask Titi for money after all Bola has done to Titi, you know? Then Titi said she just decided to say that so to just get Bola off her back, but Bola is really something else, you know. Eventually Bola wasn't happy because Titi pushed that much to tell Bola that, look, if you cannot afford your child's school fees, put the child in the school where you can afford. And if I decide to borrow you this money, definitely it means I will be waiting for you to send me back that money so that I can pay into. He said, yeah, I promise I'm going to pay. That she cannot do that. And moreover, she doesn't even have cash on her own. She's managing with that credit card, you know. They both part ways while being unhappy. But Titi knew quite alright that Bola wasn't happy with her anymore, because if she cannot get something, she will be sad, you know. She will really be sad. So I would like to stop here. I don't want to take you too far. This is If Media. Kindly comment what you think about this illustration that we just put into this story, you know. That what do you think? The questions still remain. Titi has made up her mind to go a separate way, have nothing to do with Bola anymore, not even a blood relationship with Bola anymore. But then she just wants to know your view, you know. She wants to seek other opinion to know if she's doing the right thing, if she's walking in the right direction, you know. So you guys can only help her out, and at the same time, if you have advice for Bola, kindly send your advice in there, because Bola still, one way or the other, maybe in time in future, maybe Bola will come to see reason or watch a video like this, so that she will know they are really talking about her. It's all about her, and she can come out and debunk the story if the story is fake, you know. So this is If Media once again. I'll be coming your way tomorrow, and I will be bringing out maybe the 7th and 8th part of this storyline. So that is my story for you today. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Remain blessed. May the good Lord bless you, prosper you, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye, everyone. Love you. Bye.